Sì. Dunque per quanto riguarda Van Rompuy, io voglio ricordare che nell'aula di Strasburgo io ho avuto occasione di rivelare all'opinione pubblica, e circola tra l'altro su internet il filmato di quell'intervento, la vicinanza o l'appartenenza di Van Rompuy al club Bilderberg, una notizia che non era fino ad allora circolata, e è stata una visita preventiva prima della nomina di Van Rompuy, e questo si è ripetuto in altre occasioni, cioè questi personaggi spesso devono ricevere, come dire, la benedizione di questi gruppi, la trilaterale o in questo caso del Bilderberg Club, prima di poter assurgere a cariche elevate anche nell'Unione Europea, e questo la dice lunga sulla tesi, e direi conferma la tesi del libro dell'amico Estulin, e cioè che siamo di fronte non solo a gruppi di riflessione, non ci sarebbe alcun male, ma a gruppi di decisione, e sarà molto interessante appunto vedere domani, indipendentemente da chi sarà presente, domani che cosa decideranno, perché alla luce delle rivelazioni di questo e di altri testi su questi centri di potere occulto, appare chiaro che molti politici, anche quelli che siedono molto in alto sulle poltrone europee, sono in realtà dei burattini manovrati dagli organismi del mondialismo occulto.
Quindi si tratta di
forse c'è la seconda risposta.
Si tratta di un'investitura, questi arrivano e vengono viene permesso poi di assurgere a cariche alte, cariche istituzionali, funziona così?
Per me si tratta di qualcosa di molto, molto simile, si tratta comunque diciamo di avvenimenti che avvengono nell'assoluta riservatezza, senza un controllo pubblico, e se non l'avessi rivelato io probabilmente ancora adesso non sapremmo che Van Rompuy appartiene a questa cerchia.
Any other questions, please? Any other questions? This one on the white t-shirt, please. Your name and media.
Jorge Valero from the Spanish newspaper Amazon. First, two questions, please. First, you said that there is no conspiracy behind this group, Bilderberg group. So I would like to know what is the difference with other groups, like, for example, or other forums, for example, Davos, where all these participants also meet. And second, this is clear a technology-driven society, dominated clearly by Google, for example, or by Microsoft, or other big companies. All these companies are having big problems with countries. So does it mean that this conspiracy, that these demands and complaints and struggles between the countries and companies is just a fake, or these companies are the big patriots that you were saying?
Well, first of all, the difference between Davos and Bilderberg is that press is invited to Davos, and it's reported in every mainstream publication, and press is not invited to Bilderberg. Only those who actually attend the meeting itself are present, and no one else. And it's very, very strange that you have the presidents of every European nation, the president of the United States, and the prime minister of Canada in one room, and there's no press outside wanting to know what these people are talking about. You have the royalty on top of that. You have the top 50, 60 CEOs of the leading corporations in the world, and again, there's no one out there. You have all the pomp and all the fair when Davos, which is basically just a talking society, is just a workshop. When you compare it to Bilderberg in terms of heavy weights. And the fact that when David Rockefeller comes anywhere, to promote his book and talk about his ventures, you have 300 journalists wanting to know what he thinks. And then when you put all these people in one room, there's actually nobody there to cover it. And if you want to talk about also press itself, you go to Reuters and you try typing type Bilderberg, you're going to get zero answers. Now, how is that possible? Talking again, but they're not a secret society. Again, there's no conspiracy here. It's not very difficult to understand. What will and your second question is, we're seeing right now a general breakdown of the world financial system. Actually, the world financial system is dead. What we're seeing right now, the after effects of that of that death, and the example of that is Europe or Europe. And we were told that Euro might be saved, which is one of the reasons why We're seeing, $750 billion of illegal money being poured into Greece, but, Maastricht Treaty does not allow that. And we've also been told that Euro's failure will bring down the European Union, and of course that's a big lie to scare people. Instead of a weak, dysfunctional European monetary union, we should go back to being independent nation-state republics, the Europe of the fatherland, as de Gaulle said long time ago. And we should stop paying attention to Merkel's and Sarkozy's of this world because, again, they're members of the Bilderberg group and they in no way, shape or form represent the interests of the people.
Any more questions, please? This man, please.
Yes, my name is Luke, please. I'm just a citizen who
Those are additional questions from, is it press conference?
Yes, just an addition. I've made some investigation on Bilderberg and what's around, and I've learned found out that they want to go to one world currency, first of all. Okay.
Okay, my name is Joshua from Dutch News Network. Where is the agenda of the Bilderbergers end?
You mean the physical agenda of a piece of paper or their final objective?
Their stick-minded agenda.
Their agenda is the destroying every nation state on earth and the creation of one world company limited. In other words, you see, in Europe we had countries and constitutions and flags and currencies, and now we have none of those. The constitution, national constitution, is subordinate to European constitution in times of crisis. Well, we know how easily crisis could be orchestrated by people who actually want to orchestrate a crisis. We have no currency, we have no borders, we have nothing. We have flags, people wave at their football games, but it's not the national flags. It's European flag, blue with lots of little stars. So, the way things are right now, nations in Europe have no right to feed their citizens, and needless to say, they don't control the monetary policy. And no nation state who actually looks after its own citizens, and that's where the concept of the general welfare comes in as a preamble in the Constitution of the United States. That's why it's a universal concept, and that's why they've been at it since 1439, since the Council of Florence destroyed the concept of nations and states, because you see, these people are very resilient. They've been at it for 507 years. And they're going to do it over our dead bodies, and we better understand that.
Any other questions? One last question. Andy, please.
One of the claims of modern journalism is when you make extraordinary claims, you should have extraordinary proof. I've not seen anything here that I could actually call hard evidence. Have you got it?
Well, this is a press conference. I don't think you give extraordinary proof in a press conference. But I certainly have 120 pages of documents in my book. And every claim I've ever made in the past 15 years have always come true. I have a 97% batting average, which, in baseball terms would make me the greatest hitter in history. And, things such as the exact date for the war in Iraq, the oil price going up from 2002 at the end of 2007 to $100 a barrel. I was on like 2 days. That's pretty good as far as a bet. In 2005, I said that oil is going to go by midsummer 2008 to about $150 a barrel. It's going to drop immediately after to about 30. Against every economic prediction in the world. And this is exactly what happened because, again, you have to understand that powerful organizations such as Bilderberg, they have two enemies in this world towards the creation of one world company limited. They are Russia and China. So you destroy China economically by pushing the oil price and manipulate it, which is why I explain in my book, The True Story of the Bilderberg Group, how it's done, this manipulation process. You push it up to $150 a barrel, and you take money out of the economy because everything that's made needs cheap energy. And Russia, which is the opposite extreme, has obviously a lot of energy to go around, and you destroy their economy by taking money out of their hands, by manipulating the price of oil down. These are easy concepts to understand, and also, for example, other concepts which are also easy to understand, such as the international drug trade. You can never, for example, wipe out drug trade because drugs is the lubricant of the entire world economy. That's talking about a $700 billion a year cash business, and all that drug money actually washes itself to Wall Street, which is why if you ever try to legalize it, you destroy the entire world economy. In case you're wondering what brave American and Spanish troops are doing in Afghanistan, well, now you know. They're making sure that nobody touches the drugs, because that drug has to make its way to Wall Street, especially in the economic down cycle we're living through right now.
I think we have now had the full half hour, so I think we would like to wrap up Mr. Borghezio to say a few words to finish off the press conference.
Molto brevemente io vorrei ringraziare i giornalisti presenti e fare una breve affermazione. Finché ci sono giornalisti d'inchiesta coraggiosi ci sarà la libertà. Grazie.